Hey friends, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day because today we need to talk about something that's about to directly impact millions of Americans. I'm talking about Social Security and more specifically, Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, because December 31st is almost here, and that means bigger payments are arriving for a huge number of people. And yes, I said bigger payments. Every year, this time brings a flurry of questions, rumors, and headlines about Social Security, SSI, and all the new rules coming into effect. People are seeing numbers in the news, reading comments online, and honestly, it's easy to get confused. So let's break it down in a way that actually makes sense so you know exactly what's coming and why it matters. Starting December 31st, roughly 7.5 million Americans who rely on SSI are going to see their first taste of increased payments for 2026. Then, in the weeks that follow, even bigger adjustments will hit a much larger group of Social Security recipients. And yes, we're talking about real money that can make a difference in your life. Can you believe we're heading into 2026? Time is flying, and all those announcements Social Security made back in October are finally coming to life. For those who don't know me, I'm Tony, and here on this channel, we dive deep into government benefits every single day. We've been helping millions of people navigate Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and related programs for years. I might sound a little obsessed, but it's because this information is so important. With countless rules, exceptions, and updates every year, it's easy to miss something that could impact your check by hundreds of dollars. I've made over 150 videos breaking down these details because I know how much you count on this information, and I personally read your comments and questions every day. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Who exactly is getting this December 31st payment? If you receive SSI, this message is for you. SSI helps people with limited income and resources, including seniors over 65, disabled adults who cannot work or have limited work capacity, children with disabilities from eligible families, and yes, even veterans who receive SSI alongside VA benefits. Out of the 75 million Americans receiving benefits from Social Security, SSI recipients are actually first in line for the new payment. How cool is that? You're essentially getting VIP treatment this year. Here's the deal. SSI is usually paid on the first of each month, but because January 1st, 2026 falls on a holiday, Social Security adjusts the schedule, and the January payment actually arrives a day early, December 31st. I know people are seeing headlines and asking, is this a bonus, an extra payment, a stimulus? No, and no. This isn't an extra payment. It's your regular January benefit, just arriving one day early because of the holiday calendar. Simple as that. Now, here's the exciting part. The December 31st payment isn't just your usual amount. It includes the new 2.8% cost of living adjustment, or COLA, that Social Security announced back in October. Yes, SSI gets this increase too, and this time you're the first to see it. Let's talk numbers because that's what really matters. For individual recipients, the maximum SSI benefit in 2026 is $994 per month. That's a $27 increase compared to 2025. Depending on your personal circumstances, you might receive less than this maximum, but that's the cap. For married couples, the maximum is $1,291 per month, a $41 increase from last year. So when that check hits on December 31st, it's bigger, it's real, and it's coming before the new year officially begins. Now, there are a few details you need to be aware of to plan properly. First, if you receive both SSI and Social Security retirement or disability benefits, what's called concurrent benefits, your SSI amount might adjust slightly. That's because Social Security retirement and disability also get the 2.8% COLA, and SSI is reduced dollar for dollar by other income. Your total income still goes up, but the distribution between SSI and Social Security might shift a little. Second, if your state adds a supplemental SSI payment on top of the federal amount, like California, New York, or New Jersey, you might see a bit more. These state supplements sometimes increase alongside the federal COLA, but it varies by state. Check with your local social services department to see exactly how much extra you'll receive. Third, pay attention to how you get your payment. If you're on direct deposit, it should hit your bank account on December 31st. If you still receive paper checks, those are mailed a few days early, so you should have them in hand by January 3rd at the latest. And if for some reason it doesn't arrive by January 6th, that's when you need to call Social Security. Here's something important to understand. Whenever you get an early payment, it extends the gap until your next check. In this case, because your January payment arrives on December 31st, there will be a slightly longer stretch until February's payment. This means budgeting carefully so you can stretch that check and cover all your expenses in the interim. It's not ideal, but it's just how the holiday payment schedule works. Now let's talk about the reality of the COLA increase, a 2.8% bump, and yes, $27 extra per month for individuals and $41 for couples is helpful. But let's be honest, it doesn't always match the actual cost of living increases we're seeing. Rent isn't up by just 2.8%. Groceries aren't up by just 2.8%. Many of you are dealing with skyrocketing housing costs, soaring utility bills, and other expenses that have grown faster than Social Security benefits. So while this increase is permanent and helpful, I know many of you are still making tough choices every month between food, medications, and bills. I see it in the comments and it breaks my heart. But there's good news. This COLA increase is just one piece of the puzzle. There are other programs that can help supplement your income. If you're struggling with food, SNAP benefits, commonly known as food stamps, can help. Even if you were denied in the past, rules change and it's worth reapplying. If heating or cooling your home is a challenge, LIHEAP, the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, can assist with energy costs, and most SSI recipients qualify. If Medicare premiums or prescription drug costs are a concern, there are Medicare Savings Programs and extra help programs that can save you hundreds of dollars monthly. Community resources like local food banks, churches, and community action agencies often have emergency funds for rent, utilities, and other urgent expenses. You don't have to face this alone. And that's what we do here every day. With thousands of videos breaking down every single benefit, rebate, and stimulus opportunity, this channel is all about making sure you know exactly what's out there, what you're eligible for, and how to make it work for you. 2026 is bringing these higher SSI payments to your account every single month. The maximums are $994 for individuals and $1,291 for couples. And here's a small tip. Even part of that increase can be used to start a tiny emergency fund. Saving just $10 from the $27 increase each month adds up to $120 by the end of the year, enough to cover a small emergency without having to sacrifice something critical like food or medicine. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, mark December 31st on your calendar and watch for that payment. Second, calculate your new SSI benefit based on the numbers we covered. $994 for individuals, $1,291 for couples, and make sure your payment reflects the COLA. Third, plan your budget knowing that February's payment is coming a little later, and be prepared for that gap. If this video helped you understand your SSI benefits and what's coming, hit that like button and subscribe. It's free, and it makes a huge difference. Share this video with anyone you know who's on Social Security, SSI, or related benefits. Drop a comment below letting me know your questions, what topics you want me to cover next, or what's happening in your area with benefits. I read and respond to as many comments as I can every day because you deserve to know what's coming and how to plan. We can't fix the system overnight, but we can make sure you're getting every dollar you're entitled to and that you're ready for 2026. Stay tuned because there's a lot more coming this year, and believe me, you'll want to know about it. Happy holidays, Happy New Year, and I'll see you again very soon with more updates.